Hello and welcome to our Friday check-in. As you know, this week we did a plan with me video to go through my list, and as it turned out, my list did not track what I was actually doing this week very well. The beginning of the semester is starting to crank up, and there's a lot of admin that goes with that. That kind of distracted me. Some stuff from the job market kind of got more urgent. So we're gonna go ahead and go through this list. I'm gonna grab, I have my mild liner here. This is different than the one I was using to keep up with things during the week. But I'm going to update anything we need to with this. I hope there's stuff we need to update, but let's find out. So the big tasks I needed to do as a student, I needed to begin working on the narrativism to-do list. Definitely accomplished that, started it. I mean, one reason this was accomplished was, you know, when you're just saying begin, like if you wrote one thing, you began, right? Okay, that was done. I did free write on meditation every day. Free writing is very loose. It's pretty easy to do. So it helped, it's definitely helped. I have a new idea of what I want the chapter to be about. So that was definitely good. I'm really glad I set that goal. Trip logistics, we got that busted out. Securing the needed materials for the trip. We basically did this. Just turned out that my father didn't need very much. And so that was done. The teaching portfolio. So this got a little bit complicated this week because you're really supposed to include rubrics for potential classes, not rubrics, sorry, syllabi for potential classes, and I don't have those yet. So this week I was kind of trying to work on generating them, but ultimately it just got kind of overwhelming. So I didn't finish what I thought this entailed when I wrote it, so I'm not gonna mark it off. Get Newman set up. I did get him on board for the Facebook team. Essay number 2 assignment. I did generate that, so that was a success. So let's take a look at the back here. 10 items from Jeff's to-do list. So if you remember, I was in the plan with me, I was like, I don't really know exactly how long these things are gonna take, but I'm gonna try to do 10 of them. Well, in the end, I decided that was unreasonable. And here's what I did. You saw this list last week in the plan with me. Sorry, not last week, but this at the beginning of the week. So what I did, I went through and I prioritized these and I figured out which ones were gonna shape a lot of the paper. And I rewrote the list. So we had our top priority tasks, our secondary priority, and then our final ones. And then I created a little timeline for myself to figure out when I was supposed to be working on which tasks. So I did start working on this, as you can see. Big issue is that these guys, Explain Bain and Explain Thompson, are actually huge tasks. So those are gonna try to get done next week, but it was just kind of unrealistic to pick 10 after, and that became obvious after I reprioritized the list and looked more carefully at it. So, okay, I didn't get 10 done, so I'm not gonna check it off, but I did make progress on it. And putting this down really forced me to think hard about the list, so in that sense, it was a success. So, free writing every day, that's what this item is referring to. I did do that, so that's good. I did review the materials about the teaching portfolio. That's where I really realized, like, I'm supposed to have, like, potential syllabi. Sketch what to include. I do know what I'm going to include both in this version of my job market materials and future versions of them. And then game planning for what to collect. I have come up with that. Okay, so for my class stuff, I needed to determine if I was going to dedicate one class to essay number 2. And I decided against that. I wrote the prompts. I did not adjust the rubric because I'm meeting with KNEB, which is a kind of department on campus that's dedicated to helping teachers improve. So I decided I was gonna wait, basically. Conscious decision. Chapter 5, Indian philosophy. Well, it's Thursday. I did not get to read that. So it's gonna get done on Friday, if it's gonna get done at all. So There we go. Schedule Newman meeting, did that, had the meeting, did that. I got the Airbnb done, I checked in with Dad, and the stuff has gotten packed that needs to get packed. So, didn't get everything done. This one was just kind of an unrealistic goal, and I did make progress on the project, so I'm feeling okay about that. I did get to check off a lot of stuff. It just turns out that this one packed in more than I was expecting. So we're gonna have to renegotiate that for next week. But otherwise, Friday I am on the road to Kentucky for my dad's birthday trip. And I will check in with you guys again on Monday when I'm back to the usual grind. Thanks so much for checking in. I'll catch you guys later.